region pretty much wrote the book on civic leadership almost 75 years ago. Public and private sector leaders came together to clean up Pittsburgh's air and water, the time period we know today as Renaissance 1. A generation later, their successors engineered an economic comeback after the collapse of our region's industrial base. Well, for about 30 years, Pittsburgh's been investing in the civic leaders of the future through Leadership Pittsburgh Incorporated, which operates 3 programs aimed at connecting veterans, established and emerging leaders to the community and to each other. Well, now the organization's launching a new initiative called Lead Now Pittsburgh. Aradhna Oliphant's president and CEO of LPI. Matthew Galluzzo is executive director of the Lawrenceville Corporation. And Sonya Tilghman is executive director of the Hazelwood Initiative. And welcome. Good to have you all here.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to come back to you two in a moment, but first, Lead Now Pittsburgh. What is this all about? A new initiative for LP?
Yes, really excited. We added the Veterans Initiative just a couple of years ago, and now the community asked us, given the times in Pittsburgh, the exciting, challenging times in Pittsburgh, to think of something which would add to the leadership capacity of individual leaders who are working in the civic sector. Okay. So whereas all of our other programs, Bill, as you know, connect the 3 sectors, this particular program is focused on the individual leader, but from the non-profit sector. It's a prestigious fellowship, so it's not like anyone can apply. People have to be nominated, selected, and then they receive this call and email from us saying congratulations.
Well, really cool. Well, we got these 2 here who got the call, right? So now tell me about Lawrenceville Corporation first. What is it you all do?
So we're a 32-year-old organization, a nonprofit organization that acts as the catalyst and conduit for responsible growth and reinvestment in the Lawrenceville community. So we focus on real estate, we focus on business district work, marketing and communications, larger community planning efforts, and we partner with folks like Goodwill and Lawrenceville United to provide sort of a comprehensive view of our neighborhood. I've been with the organization for almost 8 years now as the executive director, and we're governed by a 16-person board of directors that has a sort of comprehensive view of the neighborhood.
Well, Lawrenceville in many ways the role model for so many other communities in our region that are undergoing redevelopment themselves, one of those being Hazelwood. So what is the Hazelwood Initiative all about?
Our mission is to build a stronger Hazelwood through inclusive community development. So the way we actualize that mission is through very similar programming as the Lawrenceville Corporation. We do real estate development through residential and commercial development. We do community planning. We're in the middle of a massive master plan for the greater Hazelwood community, which is Glen Hazel and Hazelwood. And we do community engagement as part of that planning and real estate and commercial development.
Wow. And a lot going on in Hazelwood right now because of Hazelwood Green, the big investment by CMU and the Robotics Manufacturing Institute, so a whole lot of change on the way. So you get the call to participate in this new program. What'd you think? Why'd you want to do it?
Well, first, it's an incredible honor. So we work with Leadership Pittsburgh annually, and they have such a esteemed reputation regionally. To be able to be a part of this cohort was a true and humbling honor. It's too often I think we get busy with the work that we do and really don't have the time to reflect on what it means to be a transformative leader. And so when this opportunity came up, I jumped at the chance. We consulted with our board of directors about this because it is a substantial time commitment. And luckily we have a deep bench at our organization to pick up the slack in my absence. So.
Well, and Aradhna, this is a big commitment, right? This is they're gone for a week, out of state and everything, right?
And that's just 1/3 of the commitment.
Wow, okay.
And then there's going to be a retreat in the region, and then a 3rd conclusive retreat in the region as well. So it's a total of about 14 days in a year.
Okay. And really, when they're out of state going to California, they get to mix it up with other leaders like themselves?
Correct.
Is that part of the idea?
Correct. We are partnering with a nationally known organization called Rockwood Leadership. And they hold retreats for many of the social justice leaders across the country. So the idea is that our Pittsburgh community leaders interface with national leaders of the same caliber, exchange best practices as they focus on themselves.
Very cool. So what do you hope, Sonya, can bring home to Hazelwood and our region from all this entire experience?
I very much hope to take advantage of the opportunity to not speak just with the Pittsburgh regional leaders like myself, but to take advantage of the opportunities we'll have out in California with other leaders, because we get very tunnel vision on Pittsburgh, Hazelwood, or even the region, and there are great things happening in other areas that we can use to benefit our communities.
Very exciting. You're currently enrolled in the Leadership Pittsburgh class too, so talk about a glutton for punishment. You're living it. You're living it.
I know. I was very concerned in the beginning about the amount of overlap there would be between the two programs, time-wise, really, and it turns out there's not going to be so much, and it's such a great honor. You can't say no to Aradhna either. So
yeah, no, absolutely. Speaking of not saying no to Aradhna, we've only got a few seconds left, but we should mention deadline's not that far away for this year's LP and LDI classes.
Leadership Pittsburgh, first Friday in May. Leadership Development Initiative, which is our program for high potential young rising stars from all companies, is first Friday in June.
All right, Aradhna Oliphant from Leadership Pittsburgh, the new delegates, participants in lead now, Matthew Galluzzo, Sonya Tilghman. Congratulations. Good luck. Hope it goes well. Bring it all home.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Bill. Thank you so much.
We'll be back in a minute with little dollars and cents. Stay with us.